Hey, everybody. I just discovered, kind of just by accident, that one of my favorite bands of all time, Crimson Glory, are back together. I've been waiting for this, hoping for this for many, many years. And now it appears as though it's finally come to fruition. Everything has kind of lined up right. And I was just kind of hunting around, as I tend to do on the interwebs, and found this poster for the Keep It True Festival in October of this year, 2024. And who is at the top of the bill but Crimson Glory? I just couldn't believe it. So I did some more research and found out that on December 22nd of 2023, they announced that they were back together. And then I found that they have a new single that's out called Triskaideka, which means 13, the number, I guess the number 13 in Greek. And I downloaded that for 99 cents on the band's website. It's there. They have another single that they're going to be releasing at some point called Indelible Ashes. So if they've got two singles out, they possibly have an entire record that is either in the works or is done. And I think that's amazing. Now, who do we have in the band? Well, we've got three of the pillars of the band, three guys that have been in the band before. Jeff Lords on bass, Ben Jackson rhythm guitar, and Dana Burnell on drums. And then we have two newcomers. We have Travis Wills on lead vocals and Mark Borgie Borgmeyer on lead guitar. So that's the band. And I mean, it sounds like a really solid lineup. I've listened to the song Triskaideka, and that is solid as well. So I'm very anxious to hear the rest of the rest of the record. But just for those who aren't too familiar with Crimson Glory, they came to prominence in I would say, the mid to late 1980s. They had a self-titled debut in 1986, and then they had the highly acclaimed follow-up 1988's Transcendence. But just as they were reaching kind of the heights of superstardom in the metal universe, they kind of fell apart for whatever reason. And what followed the next 3 decades was a bunch of turmoil, kind of a rocky landscape. They had a couple more records, but they couldn't seem to capture the sound that they once had. And unfortunately, you had the death of the original lead singer, Midnight. He died in 2007. So now we have the band back together. We got the band back together, and I'm really excited about this. These guys were one of the pioneers of these guys were one of the pioneers of progressive metal in the United States, in the world, and so to see them back together, I'm just very excited for it. And some people have said, some critics have said, "Oh, well, it's very risky to come out now." I would say there's no time better than right now, because you've got a lot of young bands that are trying to scratch and claw their way up to the top. So we need these veterans to bring the fans in, and so that the fans can then get excited about the younger bands as well, so that we can perpetuate this heavy metal revolution that I think is going on right now. So if you're with me, give me a like on this and drop a comment. Thanks.